So I went in and got the rest of that tree that I cut down. I actually got 2 more pieces. So I'm going to take the bark off it and see what kind of measurements I got to make on it, and see if we can get it up on the other part. So I'm going to repeat the same process as I did on the other video. I'm going to stretch the line across so I can get a height. Should be pretty close, the same measurement as the other ones were. Let's see what we got. Actually, this side's a little bit taller. We got 7 foot. That's the grade of the ground. Now the problem. Alright, this one I did a little bit different on the measurement than I did on that one. I put the pole in place and then I'm going to measure off the line and get my mark here and then take it down and cut it. Because I know that this end is a little hair over 6 inches, a little more than 6 inches. So we're going to measure from the line down, it's a little over 6 inches, take this down and cut it. Alright, the next thing I got to do is transfer that little notch up there onto this one. So I'm just looking over this beam and I'm just looking it over and seeing how straight it is. It's not too bad. It's got a little bit of a bow in it. Not bad at all. So I think this is going to be the top. This will be the top, just how it's sitting. And I got to transfer a notch on that end. Alrighty, so I got my mark. I'm about 5 inches in, and I got to leave about 3 inches thick. So let's get the saw up. Perfect? I doubt it. Alright, on the other end it's going to have about a 9-inch overhang. So I'm just going to make a little spot. I got about 5 inches just to flatten it out so she sits on top and not rolls around. Should do. I don't know if I can get this one up there. This one's heavier than the other one was. It's a little longer. Oh, I'll give it a shot. String there. Forgot about the string. So this end's going here, and that end's going there. Let's see what we can do. Alright, that ain't too bad. I see my notch is off a little bit on this side. That sucks. So I pushed it in a little bit and it worked out. It's in there, in the notch, and it's hard to tell, but she's pretty straight up and down. It's not too bad. And this notch is not the most perfect notch, but it'll do. So we just got to drive a rebar down both of these, drill them out all the way down to the post, and the same on that end with a piece of threaded rod. I keep saying rebar, but it's threaded rod. And then we got to put in your cross pieces, one here, one there, and one there. And then this section is pretty much done. Now I'm not going to be enclosing this. This is going to be wide open. I'm going to stack firewood in here on this side. That I'm going to leave open so I can get in and out. This is going to stay open so I can drive a truck in here if I got to work on it, if it's raining out or whatever. And this little section I might stack wood in. This back end I'm still debating on. I might close that off. We'll see. And I still got to build an overhang going over the door. So we still got a little bit more to do. I'm not going to be putting no tin or nothing on this until I get back to work. So I'm going to have to buy that. Trees, I don't have that in the woods. So I got to have to buy some of that. And I'm debating on if I'm going to use timber logs to do the rafters, or I'm just going to buy 2x8s or something. We'll see. I got to think about that. I'll only finish this off and then I'll see what we're going to do. I think I drilled that other one here. Just want to make sure I don't hit it. I think I'm safe on this side. Let's hope this don't split out. I think I got down to the other one. Split. Oop. That should do it. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. Now on these braces, I'm just holding it up and just taking my pencil and just scribing a mark. Give me a rough idea where I got to cut it with the chainsaw. I mean, like I say, ain't going to be perfect, but it'll do the job. Well, that's all I can do for now. Until we get to the spring, when I get a little bit of money together, I get back to work so I can get the steel roof. So I put your little braces on the middle, and I was just doing some measuring. See, I didn't put this center row exactly in the middle. I cut it off a little bit because I wanted 8 feet. So I can get a car in here, or my truck if I had to change the oil, if the weather was bad or whatever. I can pull a vehicle in here. So on this side I'm going to need rafters. You're talking like 17 feet, 18 feet. So I ain't going to get anything that's in one piece. I'm going to have to do 2 pieces. So I'm going to need 10 foot on this one and like 8 foot on this one. So I'm debating if I'm going to just wait till the spring and just buy some 2x8s. I might just do that, because I don't know if I can find any logs, enough logs to do that. So we'll see, but this is how far I am, and we'll have to wait a little bit, at least another month and a half, 2 months, so I can start getting some money together to get some materials. But I think I saved some money just by doing this, and I like the look of it. I mean, I love the rustic look, man. I love it. I always wish I would have moved to Alaska years ago. All right, YouTube. Later.